Good morning, and this is day 7. I'm just setting up the camera. Day 7 of the 7-day disciplined approach challenge, sorry. So who's with me? I've had quite a lot of people along the way following and sending me messages, writing comments about how they're going with the challenge. So congratulations, we're through to day 7. So what I want you to do is just take a moment to review what we've been through. So it's all on my blog, fleurallen.com, but let's quickly go through it. I'm just referring to my notes here. I'm just going to set them up so I can read them and still look at you. So day 1 was we defined what a disciplined approach was, and I think my son's coming to join us. Hello. And you look really weird with the camera angle like that. Let me just fix that up. Oops, just dropping things here. And there we go. Better. That's better. Okay, so where was I? Hang on, I'm just picking up my glasses to make sure I don't step on them, because that wouldn't be good. So day 1, we defined what a disciplined approach was, and a disciplined approach were focusing on your daily habits, your daily actions, your daily rituals to take you closer to where you want to be. Day 2, we suggested, I think it was day 1, also we suggested you focus on one aspect of your life. So choose whether it be your health, your career or business, or your relationships, or your wealth creation. So we encourage you to just focus on one area of life for the 7 days. And then what happened on day 2, I think the affirmation was, I challenge myself to learn and grow. And day 2 was to make healthy choices. So if you focused on health, like Charlie and I did, then our affirmation for that day was, I make healthy choices. So we suggested affirmations each day, but you could have, you can continue using those. It's just to have a quick snapshot focus for each day. But whatever was working with you, I encourage you to continue. Day 3, we were to observe your success in your disciplined approach. So observe when you felt in flow and when it was working, but also observe when you felt like you were perhaps straying. And that affirmation for that day from Louise Hay was, I love and approve of myself. Because sometimes when we stray from our goals, we get a busy day, things don't go as we expected. Just encouraging us all not to be too hard on ourselves. So, oh, that's right. We just talked about in day 1 and 2 setting a reward. So a few people were setting daily rewards, but I was also encouraged, which is great, also setting a reward for the end of the 7 days. So for myself was to buy an item of clothing because it was health and well-being, to reward myself. So it can be small or large, whatever suits you. Morning, Linda. Thanks for joining us. I can't remember. Oh, your area was in wealth creation or business and finance, wasn't it, Linda? I think that was your focus on the financials from recollection. So I hope it went well. So we're up to just reviewing each day. Day 4 was talking about how you supported yourself and how you asked for support, because sometimes that's difficult to ask. And sometimes it's hard, and these daily rituals really are so important for that supporting yourself. Day 5 was daily habits to take me closer to my goals. So that was to putting in action, reviewing what your daily habits and rituals were. So in terms of health and well-being, I spend at least 20 to 30 minutes a day on things like meditation, visualization, affirmations, a little bit of yoga to get me started in the day. Because I like having early mornings and early starts because that's when I can focus and do a lot of project work, but I'm not really good at conversation at that time. So I do all these things to get my brain woken up, as my son knows. So before 7 a.m. I'm kind of like, yeah, morning, have a quick cuddle, and then I just like to, you know, ease my way into the day, shall we say. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
All truths coming out now. So what was your daily habit or ritual that you either changed or modified to help you with your health goal?
Well, we had cooked breakfasts instead of cereal, so we had bacon and egg for the first 3 days.
Yep, that was on the weekend.
And then we just had egg left, so I just had scrambled eggs on toast instead of cereal with sugar in it and that kind of thing.
Yeah, so Charlie's goal, which he set for himself, I was just talking to him and asking him to observe and take note of what sort of breakfasts he was having, in that to see if he could change his choices to having no added sugar breakfasts. So clearly that's resonating with everyone, Charlie. So we chose for him to have a scrambled egg breakfast each morning. And yes, that was me making the scrambled eggs each morning. But that was okay, wasn't it? Because I often make an omelette for myself. But anyway, that's enough detail, I think, about our goals. Moving on, reviewing the 7 days. Day 6 was to look at what challenges or blocks or obstacles came up for you that appear to get in the way of you achieving your goals. So what we're talking about here is our 7-day challenge. I've just had someone who's obviously come across this for the first time. So check out my blog, fleurallen.com, which has got the full 7 days. And I've just been reading up on podcasts, so I'm going to edit this audio and put it up as a podcast because then people can download it. So what you can do with the 7-day challenge is, if, like, for instance, we've done our focus on health. So if we wanted to do this challenge again, we can focus on a different area of our lives. So I have Charlie every second week. So my next 7 days, I've decided to focus on an aspect of my business, which is the website. And there's an aspect of it that I'm still not happy with, and I'm wanting to spend some time on that area. So that's going to be my 7-day challenge, starting tomorrow, being also the 1st of July. And in Australia, the 1st of July is the beginning of our next financial year. So we're all already talking about being in the 2018 financial year. I know, and it's still 2017. I was actually chatting with someone from the US about that, and they're like going, I'm so glad I'm still in 2017 and not thinking about 2018 yet. Highly successful person, but they found it really interesting how I was talking about we're already into 2018 in a way. So getting back to our 7 days, and today is affirmation is to remind you to adopt a disciplined approach to my goals. So for you to remind yourself and to say the affirmation, I adopt a disciplined approach to my goals. And, you know, it's always good to focus on one area or one specific goal, because not to try and change everything all at once. So I encourage you to leave a comment, talk about how you went. If you strayed from your goals through the 7 days, don't be too hard on yourself. Focus on the joys, focus on what did work. I mean, even if the 7 days was simply just to review your daily habits and to improve them. I mean, I know that daily habits in winter can be different to the daily habits in summer. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
So particularly where we live here in Perth, Western Australia, when the days are so beautiful, and to be honest, our winters aren't that scary either. Compared to a lot of places on the planet. So yeah, Linda's just shared financial mastery. So I hope that went well, Linda. I know we're talking next week in business. So that's always a great area to focus on, and anyone can focus on, whether they're in business or if they work for somebody else for their career. Financial mastery, either personally or in your business life, is really, really super important. So fantastic for having that as your focus and for sharing that. So this is day 7. So congratulations, those of you who have been with us for the whole 7 days. If you've only just joined us or come across the 7-day challenge, you can start the 7-day challenge yourself. All of these videos are on my blog, fleurallen.com, and I'm also going to see if I can publish this series as a podcast under the Complete Business professional show name, because that's what I'm all about, the complete business professional. That's why I'm talking about all areas of your life. Of course, it's always a business focus, because that's where my main experience is. But I'll talk to the audience there and see if we can perhaps get some expert guest speakers or something like that. Who knows? I'll work that out as we go. But I'll definitely put this up as a podcast, because that means you can download it. So then you can keep the audio, play it in your car as you're going along each day to work or appointments or whatever, and focus on a different area of your life for each 7 days. So I'm not saying you need to do this challenge 7 days, 7 days, 7 days. You choose. It can be once every quarter, once a year, whatever works for you. I'm just doing it again next week, because I was the facilitator for this one, so I was thinking about all of us, and next week I'll be following along my own audio to focus on myself, which will be kind of fun, and also to experience it, to see how it's going, how it is to experience it. So if no one's got any comments to share right now, I know a lot of people come on throughout the day, please share how you're going, your triumphs, your successes, share what your reward is, and also share a photo of your reward if that's appropriate. I mean, maybe having a bubble bath might not be so appropriate, but who knows? No nudity though. So feel free to share your photo of you celebrating, because it's so important to feel good about your goals, dreams and aspirations, and then you want that feeling more. So unless there's anyone who's got any questions or wanting to share specifically right now, we've got to get this young man off to school. But he wanted to be on this call, the final one. So he's got himself all organised and done all his jobs, what he needed to do, packed his bag ready so he could be available for this call. So he too was taking a disciplined approach. So thank you. And thank you to all of you who've been on both the live calls or listening as we go along. So stay tuned. I'll be announcing the winner for the $3,000 value prize on Monday. I just want to take some time over the weekend to look through the comments, see who's been participating consistently, and announce the winner on Monday. So have a fantastic day 7 if you're continuing on day 7. But if you're on day 5 or 6 or whatever it might be, I wish you every success, and feel free to reach out and thanks Claire. Reach out and ask any questions, and I'll let you know when this is published as a podcast. So have a fantastic day, and remember to adopt a disciplined approach to your goals. See ya.
Bye.
Thanks, Linda.